At the start of the video I mentioned a billion armor rating and a billion weapon damage. I was having a bit of problems, but I went ahead and did what I could, and I'm going to show you now that that it can actually get that high. So what I did is I wore the Fortify smithing gear, and I'd previously made a few weaker potions, as you can see there. Now that's only 14 million, and we were getting up into the billions before, well I was at least, but it was crashing a lot for me, so I just had to work with what I did. So what you do is you make a batch of these. I made 5, and drink one of them and then make your way down to the smithing, and when you do that, if depending on the gear that you're wearing, it'll increase that percentage of the gear that you're wearing. So I wore my Fortify smithing and drank that potion, made my way down here. You may have to drink another one when you get down here, because it takes roughly 30 seconds to get from the top of Dragon's Reach down to here. So you might have to drink another one so that you have another 60 seconds at the workbench. And so once you've done that, it'll increase the percentage on your weapon armor when your weapon and armor improvement. Normally that's like I had I sort of made another set, and it came out to be 41%, but as you can see that's 15,000% better. So it has a big increase. So with this set of things that I'm wearing, I went ahead and increased my gear that I'd made before, just to show you the difference. I also drank that potion just before I did it, the strongest one that we made for the smithing, well that I made. We made the 1.2 million, I think. Yeah, 1.29 million% better. I had made some other ones, and they were the first ones that I showed you at the very start of the video. So now that I've done that, so I had, with the active effects of that potion and the active effects of, as you can see, I still have my Fortify Restoration potion there, but when that wears out, it won't actually affect your smithing ability unless you unequip and re-equip the apparel that you're wearing. So if I went and unequip that, because as you can see it says 15,000% better, if I unequip that when my active effect ran out, it would go back to the standard 41%. But if you don't unequip it and that runs out, that Fortify Restoration runs out, your ability will stay, of the apparel will stay at the percentage that it was. So you could you know, drink a few Fortify Restoration potions, as well as making them while with your and then equip your Fortify smithing and get, you know, a percentage of, you know, 1 million or so, and so you have that on each 4 of the items. And then I'm not sure why they all say belted tunic. So if you have each on the 4 of the items, then you could go ahead and increase your weapons and armor, as well as using the Fortify smithing potion that we made. So I'm going to show you an example of what I ended up making. Now I did make a few batches just testing things, so that was the one that I went ahead and remade after we made that one, I think. Nope, not that one. Okay, that must have been the first one. 3 million. Perhaps I got rid of the other one, I don't know. So we had 3 million, and so after doing the method that I just told you, drinking the restoration potion and then increasing your Fortify smithing to, you know, a higher percentage than the standard 41%, while you're still under the effects of the restoration potion, and then drinking your Fortify smithing potion, you can make something that looks like this. Now that is 720 million. which is a fair difference from 3 million. So that was the armor. I did it for the boots, which came out at 360 million, and the gauntlets, which came out at 360 million, and the helmet, which also came out at 360 million, and the shield. I just tested the shield, and that came out at 180 million. And that was only with a current effect of 15,000. So if you made that effect a lot more, you would get a lot. It'd be a bigger benefit from it. And I also did it for the weapon. And the first one, I went ahead and made this, and this was after the video, and I got it to 1.36 million, and I still didn't think that was quite enough. So I went ahead and tested the method, and I got this. Now that's 386 million. That's a bit of an increase, if you ask me, from 1.36 million to 386 million damage on a weapon. So as you can see, it can definitely get into the millions. So I suppose no, it's not letting me use the keys. So I'll let this active effect of the Fortify Restoration dissipate just for a bit, and it should be done. Yep. As you can see, there's no Fortify Restoration. My Fortify Smithing is almost out, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to have to go make myself another batch of potions. But as you can see, the Fortify Smithing is still there, even though the Fortify Restoration potion has run out. So that won't change until I unequip it and re-equip it. But the items themselves will say the original amount they were, and that's 41% for me. And they were the gauntlets that I remade to make some stronger potions. So from 41% to 15,000%, it's a bit of an increase, but it helps dramatically. So if I wanted to, I could go even further, but I'm thinking I'm just going to have to end here, and I'll let you experiment with it. So I'll go ahead and equip all my stuff that I made, if I can find the right one. Armor, boots. Wearing those boots, gauntlets, and the helmet, and of course the shield. Now that'll increase with because of the light armor rating. So as you can see, that that one. As you can see, that's increased a lot. So that's at, what is that? It's so small I can't even read it. I believe that's at 1 billion now. 100,000, yes, that's at 1 billion. 1 billion and 81 million, I think. So as you can see, that's just of that dragon scale armor. The total rating down here is 2.9 billion. So there you are, there's your Billion Armour rating. In fact, I just doubled it, make it 2 million. And of course I did it for the weapon, which is there. So you've got your 386. So of course you could go even further with that and increase. Now as you can see, my active effects, some of them are still there because I'm wearing multiple things, and my Fortify Smithing potion is almost out, because I'm still wearing the ring and the necklace. But if I unequip them, then I will lose that ability. So I just need to find them. There they are. So I'll unequip that and unequip that. Now if I go to my active effects, I don't have any others, just that potion. And so there's your tutorial-ish thing on a Billion Armour rating. And of course you could always go ahead and go further with just realized the value, it's at negative, no idea why, but anyway. So yeah, have fun with your insanely ridiculous, awesome as crazy powerful weapons and armor. Okay, see ya. Also, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.